Yes. Hi friends! So it is Valentine's Day. I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio, and it has just been a really wonderful day here, basically because we're going to a concert later. We have friends here as well, and we asked if they had any recommendations, and boy, they came through. We have had such a wonderful day. So many amazing vintage stores. Oh my gosh, it's been absolutely amazing. I really restrained myself from purchasing cheap vintage goodies. I'm doing really well with trying not to bring more things into my home. But I did get a pair of Mallard salt and pepper shakers that are really cute. Absolutely wonderful vintage stores. Then went to a conveyor belt sushi restaurant, which I had never been to before. And there are even little robots that brought the drinks over to your table. It was such a fun, unique new experience, and with the pricing of everything and the system, it was a really fun experience. I had a wonderful time. That was a blast. And then quickly before they closed, checked out a wonderful new and used bookshop. I think they also might have some rare books as well, but I fell in love with it. That was a wonderful bookstore. Columbus, Ohio honestly has my heart. I think it's an incredibly underrated city, and they just have wonderful things going on. If you're ever here, the Museum of Art is wonderful. Out of the Closet is an awesome used clothing store. I know they have other locations, and of course the music venues here are wonderful too. So it's just really fun. It's not too far of a drive. It's far enough where we definitely need to get like a hotel room or something, or stay with friends. It's worth it to come out here, and experiencing new places too was just a blast. So I wanted to give some updates on what I'm currently reading, and then share the book that I just got at the used bookstore. But my handy little book bag that perfectly fits my book. So, as you may have seen in the montage, I did start reading a new book after the Stepford Wives, and I am currently reading Girl, Woman, Other. This is by Bernardine Evaristo. This won the Booker Prize in 2019. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. My friend actually found this for me in a little free library several years ago now. I want to say 2 years ago. So she gave it to me. She asked if I had any interest. And I was like, yes, I've heard wonderful things about this book, and I would love to read it. I have just started it. I am on page 30. This is the cute little bookmark that my friend crocheted me as well. Oh my gosh, I'm just so lucky. I have such wonderful friends. I am loving this. I had no idea what the plot even was. I didn't know that this was written in this very unique verse-like style. We're in a lot of stanzas. And what's interesting is that, oh, there's a period on this page. I think so far where I'm at 30 pages in, I've yet to see like an actual period or any punctuation marks. There isn't much punctuation. Every time there's a new thought or a sentence, it does just go into a new paragraph break. And the writing is so wonderful. It's so rich. Each chapter is named after a person. So I'm currently in chapter 1, which is Amma, and we're just following Amma's story. And then it breaks off into other people in her life. Yaz, which is her daughter, and Dominique, which is her friend. And so chapter 1 is going to be all of their stories. So this is like, it just kind of feels, not necessarily stream of consciousness, but it's giving a lot of information at once. It feels like we are easily following these different tributaries off of a river. The river is Amma, and we're just following all these different narratives and stories. We're learning about her parents. We're learning about how she grew up. Her current career, and we're flowing through her life just so smoothly. This writing style is so rich, so beautiful. I'm having so much fun with it. This one, I'm just so happy I'm getting to it. Like, this feels like the perfect book to read right now, and I'm just so geeked out. I'm just like reading so many wonderful books, and it really geeks me out. I'm so happy about it. So I'm currently reading this. I'm absolutely loving it. I can't wait to read more. Just picked this up, so I am fresh in there, but already I can't wait to sit down for a long period of time and read this, because I am absolutely loving it. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that my friend picked this one up for me. And it's just such a beautiful floppy paperback, really buttery cover, if any of that intrigues you as a sensory person. That's very lovely. So the book that I picked up at the used bookstore is Mongrel. This is a beautiful cover. This is by Hanako Footman. Oh my gosh, this book, another delicious buttery cover. This is a taller book, which I love taller paperbacks. Maybe it's because I'm having such a wonderful time with Girl, Woman, Other. I just feel like I want to get lost in these feminine, ordinary, day-to-day life struggle, a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more modern. This follows 3 different protagonists here, and it kind of splits between their interweaving narratives. And there's May. She loses her Japanese mother at age 6. Growing up in suburban Surrey, she yearns to fit in, suppressing not only her heritage but her growing desire for her best friend Fran. So we have some sapphic elements. We have Yuki leaves the Japanese countryside to pursue her dream of becoming a concert violinist in London. Far from home and in an unfamiliar city, she finds herself caught up in the charms of her older teacher. And then there's Haruka, attempts to navigate Tokyo's nightlife and all of its many vices, working as a hostess in the city's sex district. This is one of those books that while in the bookstore, I was flipping through it, and every time my eye caught a word or a sentence, as I'm just briefly skimming through, my synesthesia is drooling. I love this writing style. Words are like dazzling and jumping and dancing off the page to me, and I'm so incredibly eager to get to this. I'm so excited. This is so beautiful, and again, I'm just reading such wonderful books, and I'm so geeked out about it, and I'm so excited. So this has just been an absolute blast. It's been such a fun day. I'm so grateful to be here. This is so wonderful. And finding used books that I've never heard of. I've never heard of this book. It was originally published, I was curious about this, 2024. That is very recent. So yeah, that's amazing. Very happy, very excited. I also painted my nails very lavender lilac-y, which is very pretty. And yeah, it's just been a really, really wonderful day. And yeah, honestly, I might just be reading or relaxing or watching the Olympics on cable before going out to the concert tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, we are at the book Loft in the German village. I absolutely love this bookstore because there are 32 rooms and it is huge and claustrophobic and it's a maze, and it's actually a quiet day here, so I thought we could explore, and I'm very excited and geeked out, and they usually have really great prices on books, so let's go.
Yeah.
I'm being perceived.
That's awesome.
That's my type of book.
Oh, oh, oh.
So we're gonna speed run and try and show you how many rooms everything branches off each other. So hold on tight. Could go to the left. Clearly this is the romance section. Manga. A walk-in closet. is considered one of the 32 rooms, but it might be, honestly. Crazy. Let's serpentine. That was like the 3rd floor. So we're gonna go back down to the 2nd floor, do a speed run. The basement is just children's books, so I think we're okay with passing that. And I think also cookbooks.
Amazing.
Super busy here. It is nauseating. Everyone is compact and in traffic jam, and you kind of have to use your hand as turn signals to get in and out of these rooms. It's so fun. I'm a little lost. I can't remember where we went in that room. Yeah, no, you're good. Everything's blurring together. I don't know what room we're in. So you'd think this is just an empty. We're gonna go back down the stairs. Down here is the children's section. Now back to the main lobby.
Where are you going?
I always end up unintentionally picking up books about sex. I don't know why.
Pink covers.
Pink covers.
Cigarettes.
It's fabulous stuff.
Ghost girl banana.
This music is so... Well, hello friends. Sorry for any background noise. Of course my heat kicks on as soon as I sit down and start filming. I'll have a little Farrah Fawcett moment with the fan going. So I was in Columbus. Columbus was amazing. As always, I feel like Columbus is such a hidden gem of the Midwest, and I came home for one day and then the next day I was out on another Midwest road trip for less than like 24 hours, spent the night somewhere. I ended up not vlogging that part of my life, but I did have some bookish shenanigans happen. And that was, I went to a comic book store and I was lovingly gifted 2 mangas. I am kicking my feet over right now. It has been years since I've read a manga, especially a series. I haven't started or read a new series in a long time, and these just really called out to me. This first one is Tokyo. Just look this up, my brain. I think it is just Tarareba, Tokyo Tarareba Girls, which actually translates to what if, like the what if girls. This is a series by Akiko Higashimura, and that is also the author of this one, Princess Jellyfish. This is just, oh, they're so glossy and thick, and they're like bars of soap to me, like just flimsy, floppy paperback. Ooh, I'm kicking my feet. I read this. I read most of this, I want to say, in my hotel room, and then I finished it yesterday, and oh, I loved this. I picked this one up because it reminded me of Sex and the City. It is almost spring, which means it's almost time for my annual spring rewatch of the entire Sex and the City series. Don't know why I said it like that. It is 100% just one of my favorite shows of all time, and this follows 3 33-year-old women. This was published in 2014, takes place in 2014, and Tokyo has just been announced as the host of the Summer Olympics for 2020. Wah, wah, wah. We just did not know what was coming, did we? Like this big a race to set a goal for these women to be married by the time the Summer Olympics rolled around. So that's 6 years. They were going to be like 40 at that time. So they are just pondering, what if I had married my high school sweetheart? What if I worked out right now? Like by the time the Olympics happened, would I be in the best shape of my life? And like all of these hypotheticals and what ifs. Sometimes books just like really come into your life and just, you needed to read them at the time. Like they pulled you in. And this is exactly what this felt like as a new to the club 30-year-old. I'm about to be 31 in like a month and a half, which is just bananas. This does talk about this like strange nebulous experience of like reflecting on your 20s, feeling like you blinked and your 20s are gone, realizing you're no longer in your 20s. Like it's odd. This was just a beautiful meditation for me personally. It is a romance. Like they are trying to find love in relationships, and that's an aspect of my life that I'm not talking about with any of this. For me, it's more about like, what if career-wise, what if artistically I did this, and like talking about doing these things rather than actually doing them, which I feel like I'm really good at actually doing the things I want to do. But this was just such a great meditation on being at a very specific age when you're kind of like, oh, like I need to make the life that I want. Like I can't wait around for anything else to happen. Like I am in charge. I am the adult in the room kind of feeling. There's more to it than that, but it's just like a fun romance. It's like a lot of girlfriends. This made me laugh out loud and kick my feet. It is really funny. I love how this author just has so many jump cuts to a hilarious scene. Something happens and then, you know, there's like boom, a slam of a beer on a table, and then we're thrown into, you know, all these girls hanging out at a local pub, drinking sake. Like it was just delightful, and I loved this and I needed this, and I'm so excited to continue the series. I think there are 9 books in the series. I think then there was like a reboot. But why we're actually all here is because I have been reading Girl, Woman, Other. And wow, I am currently on page 148. I am 1 page away from starting the second person in chapter 2, which is going to be Boomy. So I have finished chapter 1, which were the 3 characters named Amma, Yaz, and Dominique. And then chapter 2, I'm just about to wrap up Carol, going into Boomy, and then there's Letitia. My thoughts so far. Love how this is written. It took a second for me to get used to the cadence of this prosy, not necessarily lyrical. There are just some, like I explained before, lack of capitalization and punctuation, which gets me always really curious as a reader. I'm always very curious, like what was the intention behind that? Is it stylistic? Is there a deeper meaning? I'm very curious. Like I just don't feel like I'm actually reading this like how it was written, because it just feels like it's supposed to be in paragraphs, so I am reading it pretty quickly. And I think it reads really well that way. So I think you can read it either way. You can really read it intentionally with these lines that are a little bit more staccato and short. Imagination, paragraph. What was that? Paragraph. Does she even have one? Whereas in my brain, reading quickly, I'm like, imagination. What was that? Does she even have one? You know what I'm saying? So you can play with the cadence, which I think is fun. I think stylistically that's such an interesting choice, because this does just read like a linear story. I don't feel like the writing itself is very experimental. It's solely in just how the stories are just served to us is stylistically different. Everything else is a very linear story. We're following people as they're doing things and having conversations with other people in a linear format, which I personally love. So I'm eating this up. I'm enjoying it immensely. Again, the only thing that always in my questioning, curious brain is like, why? I just want to know why. So I'm loving this. I would love to sit down and read way more of it. Hopefully next week I'll have more time. It is a bigger book, and there are quite a lot of trigger warnings. A chapter in here called Dominique followed like an emotionally abusive and then physically abusive partner. This story that I'm wrapping up, Carol, there is definitely a lot of essay, and yeah, very disturbing and uncomfortable to read for sure. So if you're interested in this, just be cautious. I think there are going to be a myriad of things we talk about in this book, especially because there's still so much more to go. And each section is following a different person. Like, we are going to be in these people's lives. I think that the writing style maybe somewhat changes depending on who we're reading from, but I don't think that much. So again, stylistically, I'm very interested, but overall, really enjoying it, really excited to continue reading it and hopefully formulate more thoughts as we get like further into it, because I still have a good ways to go. So there's that. Okay, so this evening I am photographing a concert, and I thought I would do a quick little segment about my gear. This is so boring. Please feel free to skip, but I have just pulled all of my stuff out of storage. It has been a very slow winter for work, and I think I am going to be shooting primarily on film. I always have like a shoehorn on my camera that can fit my phone, so I can take just social media content videos while photographing. I just wanted to share off a little bit of my gear. I hope that's okay. This is gonna be really brief, but my digital camera is the EOS 5D Mark IV. I love this camera. I personally like the OG 5D that came out in like the year 2000 so much more, but that one doesn't have a dual memory card drive. Yeah, I guess dual memory card drive. Yeah. I love mirrored cameras. I don't like shooting on mirrorless cameras. If you don't know anything about cameras, DSLRs like have been transitioning to mirrorless cameras, so they're all digital. And I think they're too crispy and I don't like them. I love the look of a mirrored camera. Like, it's softer, foggy, skin tone always looks so good. I don't like hyper realistic, crunchy 4K photos. So that's what I use. I have a 24-70 lens on there. I'm gonna be pulling out my fisheye lens tonight. It's a rave show. Everyone's gonna be dancing. It's gonna be so much fun. This is my beautiful 35mm film. This is the EOS 1. Also, I believe this one's from the early 2000s. Beautiful. I have my 35mm lens on here. I love to just shoot some of the most basic color film stocks you can find, like the cheapest ones. I can buy them at the grocery store. I often find that the colors on those are like the most delicious. So I'll be shooting on this. I'll probably put my fisheye on this one as well. I might pop a flash on here. I have a few different like pocket flashes, which I love. I love the Light Pix Labs for, oh, I didn't want you to still be on. Turn off. Oh, it's been on the whole time. This is great for off-camera flash, so I can hold my flash anywhere I want. I also have a Retropia flash that's just like a pocket guide, but like, oh my gosh, so bright, wonderful flashes. And then I'm also gonna be bringing my digital camcorder, some fun, zoomy, pixely stuff for another project I'm working on. I always have a jillion projects. Then I'm also going to be bringing my Holga. This is my 120 GCFN. This is my medium format camera. It is plastic body. I love this one because I can just get like, you can do so many multiple exposures on medium format on a 120mm film. And it's just so fun and so beautiful, and like with the built-in flash, it's just like incredibly vibrant colors, especially for photographing like a show and a concert where there's already gonna be like a lot of different lights and a lot of energy and movement. It's gonna be a blast. So that's what I'm doing tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon I have a studio shoot, so I'm gonna have to get all this gear charged up again overnight and then head out tomorrow for a shoot. But yeah, that's my update, friends. Wonderful books. It feels a little overwhelming and exciting to have so many wonderful books that I want to read and be making time for, but also so much camera gear, so many projects I'm working on at once. It's like very overwhelming on top of like wanting to do booktube stuff. My mind is just like a beehive at the moment of like all the things that I'm so excited to get to and get my little grubby little paws on creatively, which is a great problem. And also just wanted to say, this is my first update since my Lynchian book video came out, and holy shit, thank you so much. There are so many people, so many new faces over here, so thank you so incredibly much. Very overwhelming and sweet and wonderful, and like really blew my mind. I did not think that video would do that well. So thank you so much for being here. Hopefully me talking now and giving updates on what like my vlog structures are like is still interesting to keep you around. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go have dinner and then I need to change and then I'm gonna go to a rave. We're gonna photograph a rave. So I'll wrap it up here. Thank you so incredibly much for being here, friends. I just so appreciate you. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't wait to see you all again very soon for my next video. Until then, stay cozy, my friends. Bye!